Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 5 foods to help clear your arteries. Just joking. What are we talking about today? Do I hear him?
5 foods you can take so that your farts don't smell so bad.
No! We are talking
Why?
about Apex Trader Funding.
Oh,
And I'm going to start with
no.
this. In the right corner, or on the right side of the screen, weighing in at 240 pounds, we got Mike, aka Futures Floor. I am a staunch defender of Apex Trader Funding, and I'll be talking a lot about Apex Trader Funding. And on the left side of the screen, weighing in at 220 pounds, we have Omnius Trades, whose sole job today is to shred, question, and roast every word I say about Apex Trader Funding. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to argue? I am. I got a lot to say. So, let's put up our screen over here. Who wants to open? Do I have the floor
Yeah, go.
for the introduction?
Oh, yeah.
Apex. We're going to start just with the intro. One of the largest. Can't argue with me there. They were there pretty much from the beginning, I can say. I mean, I think Top Step and Earn to Trade were there before them, obviously, but they were there from the beginning. They were aggressive, and they benefit from the first mover advantage. They have paid out, I can say, I think, accurately more than any other prop firm, hundreds of millions of dollars. How much of that went entirely to traders? Well, I don't know. I can't say. Maybe some of that is in affiliate commissions. We've never had clarity on that, or at least I never got clarity on that. I'm not saying there isn't clarity on that. I never got clarity on that. But right now I'm looking at their webpage, and it says $609 million. So that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bundle of payouts. I think you can thank them for the 80 to 90% off sales. They were the ones that started with the aggressive pricing, but they also were the first ones to get all the backlash because they started to make the rules a little bit stricter after they made the rules very easy. So really, I don't know. My argument is that they had the wisdom and the foresight to start early because all the other firms followed suit anyways and changed all the rules, similar to what Apex added with the consistency rule and such. So they just got the backlash in the beginning, and it was an inevitability that the industry was going to change their rules anyways. So that's my opening for Apex.
Tried to fix my picture and screwed it all up. You know how it goes. So if you got a few more things to say.
I do. I have a lot to say. That's not shredding and roasting what I had to say, so I'm going to say 1 point for Mike. There was quite a bit of negative comments, posts. I don't know what word to use. A lot of people out there do have a negative view on Apex. I'm not gonna bury my head in the sand to that. Obviously, that's something that they have to deal with. Part of it was because they started to switch the rules and make it a little bit more difficult for people to get payouts, and then they started to enforce those rules. See, that's the problem. They didn't enforce them in the beginning, and then they started to enforce the rules, so people started to get denied payouts, and everybody obviously wasn't used to that. So they started to scream because this was something new. It's like the first time your parents punished you. They always tell you can't do this and you can't do that, but you always get away with it. And now they started to enforce the rules, and people stopped getting their payouts immediately. They got payout denied, but in all fairness, they didn't close your account. They allowed you to continue trading, respect the rules, and then get your payout. Some people were probably doing garbage trading, nonsense hedging, going full port in one account short, full port in another account long. and then saying, pay me on the account that made money. Obviously, if you owned a prop firm, you wouldn't be paying out people who did that. Just imagine, you know what, forget a prop firm online, make it a prop firm, a physical prop firm. You own a business, prop traders come into your business and they trade for you and you're paying out 50-50. You get half of what they make. A guy comes in and says, hey, bud, I lost 10 grand in one account, but I made 10 grand in the other account. Write me a check for $5,000. Would you do that? Be fair, be honest. Don't be hypocrites, guys, when you attack a firm for doing things that make logical business sense. I'm sorry to say.
Step in. All right, just want to say that I tried to gather more information for us to be able to speak today, but I can't get into my Apex account because of their two-factor authentication and all the other nonsense that they have available. It's crazy to think that as traders that we have to put up with stuff like that to be able to get into our accounts. As far as I know, Apex is the only firm requires something like that.
I disagree. I think putting an added level of I disagree. I think putting an added level of security to get into your account is a great bonus. Maybe make it optional, but I still think it's a fantastic thing to have. Look at all my banking requires two-factor authentication. My email requires. I don't have a single bank that requires that. Really? I don't think I have a bank. I have many banks. I don't have a single bank that requires that. I have. How many banks? How many banks? At least 3, probably 4. Not one requires that. Oh, I just like to say, look, I'm wearing my Apex Trader Funding T-shirt. You see what happens? You get merch if you're going to be a staunch defender. I have investment banks that don't require that. In fact, with my investment bank, I don't have to do anything. I can call them on the phone, and in a few seconds, they know it's me and can help me with my account. Voice print? There's got to be something. Authentication, question, secret question, something. So why does Apex, a prop firm, have to require that? And why do I have to fight with it every single time I try to get onto their site? And along with a lot of their other rules, I mean, I think they used to be a great company. They kind of went downhill. They do have some good qualifications, good factors. I'm not going to say only negative about them, but I wouldn't put them in the top list. That's all I'm saying. Well, we'll get to that later. I mean, the fact that I can't even log into my account or see anything. Come on, seriously? Who's trying to break into my Apex account? Why can't you log in? You go to your 2FA account. You should have scanned your QR code. You'll have an Apex thing. You type in the code. Off you go to the races. You're in. Why is 2FA so difficult? Why? Because there's a lot of different apps, and you have to know exactly which one you use to log in, and you can't log in to say, hey, this app don't work anymore. Unless you know exactly what app you used, you're locked out of your account. Ah, yeah, well, that's the case. Yeah, that's it with 2FA. What I do is I keep a paper copy of those QR codes in a folder in my drawer. So just in case I get locked out or I redo my phone or I lose my phone or anything, I have all my QR codes so I can start up again. Yeah, no, that's a problem with 2FA. Definitely, that's a problem with 2FA. It's like you're going down a path, right? And it splits into two ways. One way has a big fence blocking the walkway, and the other one, the fence is wide open. Like, which one? They both go to the same place. Which one do you take? Like, why jump through all the hoops and climb all the fences and the walls? There's so many other companies out there. I mean, 2FA is a small barrier. It's not. I disagree. I mean, to me, that's a big barrier. I just wanted to clarify, though, I'm not wearing Apex merch. This is my shirt here. It's a printout. Oh, it looks so much better the other way. Oh. It looked authentic, huh? I just printed out the logo. So let's get into Apex. Let's talk about what's the good, what's the bad, what's the ugly. Well, I think a good way to structure it, honestly, is to maybe start by going over the evaluation rules. Start by going over after that, go into the performance account rules, the PA rules, and cover some of those, cover the payout rules, and then come up with our opinion on what we think about Apex. The good, the bad, and the then what? The ugly.
Good, the bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, the everything. I mean, it's only fair. I don't have it up on my screen over here right now, but I'll cover right away in the beginning platforms. I know from experience they have Rhythmic, Tradeovate. You can access both of those through Ninja Trader. You can trade Tradeovate separately. They have wealth charts. I am not a fan of wealth charts. I have to be honest with you. Every click.
Can I ask a quick question? Do they have the Project X, and is that Project X thing gonna affect them?
No, as far as I know, always check for yourself. Don't take what I say or as 100%, but no, as far as I know, they don't have Project X. I would say that with 99.99% certainty. Why do I say that? Because they have wealth charts. And I know there was a time when there was chatter about Project X prop firms getting together to share data, and Apex was strongly against that also. And that's one of the reasons also why I'm 99.99% certain they don't have Project X.
Okay.
It's wealth charts. They're comparable or competing platform for Project X's wealth charts, but I'm not.
So that's not going to affect them, so whether somebody decides to go with them or not.
No, not the Project X.
But they do have, you're saying, I think Ninja Trader, Tradeovate.
Yeah, Ninja Trader through Tradeovate, of course. Ninja Trader through Rhythmic, and wealth charts. And again, I want to bring up over and over again, I want to stress wealth charts. On my computer, at least, sometimes, hey, maybe it's your computer. I've had experience with people. Sometimes it's their computer. I don't see how it's my computer because nothing else does this. Project X doesn't do it. TopStep X doesn't do it. Ninja Trader doesn't do it. I've traded with Tradeovate. It doesn't do it. There's a delay. You click, and it's like a half a second delay, and then another half a second delay, and then another half a second delay. By the time you got your order, especially in today's volatility, it's a confirmation of your order. It's like the price has already gone past your target and then hit your stop, all in, So very, very frustrating. They also say they support ATAS, Bookmap, Edge Pro X, Finmark, Jigsaw, Motive Wave, Quant Tower, Sierra Charts, and Volfix. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you have to have them on your own? Maybe yes, maybe no, but also supported.
Yeah, some of those you have to have on your own. I know Sierra Chart, probably some of the others you have to have on your own.
Okay, so the evaluation rules. I think they have one of the most lax or easiest evaluation rules. Everyone pretty much competes. It's very similar, but 1 day to pass. Don't hit your trailing drawdown. I have an example here of how trailing drawdown works. Oh, it's true. I forgot. I also wanted to talk really right at the beginning of what prop firms are, because there are some people who don't even know what prop firms are. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll just leave that for another discussion.
You can jump into that now if you want.
No, I think it'll break the. Let's just continue with Apex, and we'll make that another discussion some other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a brief understanding
at the end. That'll be the bonus. Seconds. That'll be the bonus.
Okay. Stay till the bonus.
If you're watching
till the end.
Yeah, and you don't know what a prop firm is, stay till the end, and hopefully we'll remember to talk to you about that and just explain how prop firms work and how they're different from trading your own money with a retail account. So with a prop firm, you have you start off with an evaluation account. You have to pass that. You have to reach a profit target. And if you reach the profit target, you move on to what they call a sim funded account, where if you reach the profit target on that account, you can get paid. So I think their numbers are similar. The 50K account, it's a $3,000 profit target, 2,500 trailing drawdown, which is good. At least it's not 2,000, but There is the issue of trailing drawdown, which some people get confused about. I think most everyone now starting to get a good idea, a good understanding of it. But basically, whatever your account high watermark was, live in an open trade, unrealized on the 50K account, your max loss will be moved up to that high watermark minus $2,500. So if your account goes from 50,000, we'll make the example really easy, to 52,500 open profit, but then you come all the way down to 51,000 and you close it, your trailing drawdown is at 50,000. Why? Because it's $2,500 under your high watermark, and you were up unrealized $2,500 at one point when your account was at 52,500. So that's something that nobody likes. I can say.
All right, I got a question about that.
Go ahead.
So I'm seeing that it says in their consistency rule, so you have you can't have more than a 30% loss. But I'm not talking about like the daily. I'm talking about the negative P&L.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, correct me if I'm wrong, but it says that this can't be open either. So if you have a trade and you go $700 in profit, or let's say 800, you go 800 in profit, you come back to break even, you just violated the 30% consistency rule in one trade but didn't even lose.
One, I'm not sure about that, but two, that's on the PA, that's on the sim funded accounts. And right now, I was just covering the eval and just saying how pretty basic the rules are, that it's 1 day to pass.
Yeah.
Don't hit your trailing drawdown. I don't know. Are there any other rules with the evaluation? No hedging. I don't even know if there is a no hedging rule, even with the evaluation. Because I know there's no hedging with the performance accounts.
I don't think they have many rules for the eval.
So there you go. It's as simple as pie. I mean, there's really not much to discuss. The pricing is fantastic. It's very competitive. We'll talk about the special they have running later on, also near the end of the podcast. But it's pretty much then as basic as it can get. Reach your profit target. Don't hit your trailing drawdown. Do it in one trade. Do it in 1 minute. Do it in 1 day. Do it in 1 week. The only other thing I guess to note is if you don't pass and the month finishes, a month passes since the time when you purchased the account, you will be rebilled. There are firms that don't rebill you, but Apex rebills you.
Now on the negative side of Apex, keep in mind that sometimes they will run specials, discounts, but that discount will be for the first month only. So that when they rebill, they might tell you 90% off, but then on the rebill might only be 80. Apex likes to do that to their customers. Make sure you look into that.
That's important. Yeah, that's a big con actually, because right now their special, it's 50% off on recurring months.
Oh wow.
That is not a big discount, and you're gonna get hit with a big bill if you pay for your second month. So yeah, that's probably something is basically, in my opinion, if they're doing that, and since they almost always run an 80% off sale, they're pretty much telling you push it, try to pass it within the month, or blow the account and cancel the account. That would be be reading between the lines, in my opinion.
But you want to get into the funded rules?
Sure.
And let's compare those with a similar company like Bullinox.
Yeah.
Similarly priced, similar rules.
I think Bullinox is a
similar
good
structure. I do want to say a positive with Apex Steel is that they offer the 2,500 trailing drawdown, to where a lot of the new companies are starting to do like 2,000 or 1,500.
Okay, so, but Bullinox has 2,500 trailing drawdown, right?
Yes, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Mike, they do. Inside joke.
So, kind of two companies to compare to each other. Apex is way more known. They do promote and get out there a lot more. Bullinox is more in the background.
Bullinox just
But in my
quietly in the
opinion,
corner, cashing the checks.
in my opinion, Bullinox does a lot of things on the back end for the trader that a lot of people don't talk about, and I like
Yeah.
to try to highlight those things. If we
Yeah.
go over some of the rules here, you'll see some of those there.
We'll give Bullinox their day in the sun, where you'll be in the right corner defending Bullinox, and I'll be tearing you apart. Right now, we'll focus on Apex and compare them to Bullinox and all other prop firms, not just Bullinox. So we got the first rule: contract scaling rule. I don't want to make your job easy for you, but not a lot of firms have this. I think this is really the only firm I know that has this. This is again just
Bullinox does not have that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has it. Just to clarify, this is for the sim funded once you pass your eval. So you are restricted to trading half the maximum allowed contracts until you reach your trailing threshold stop. So I'll explain to you what that is. The 50K has a $2,500 trailing drawdown. You have to get your sim funded account up to $52,500. It might even be plus 100. Yes, it is plus 100. I can see it right there in the second threshold reach. Once the account's end of day balance, not a trailing balance, not an unrealized balance, end of day balance exceeds the trailing threshold plus 100. So you got to get to 52,600 before you can access the full lot size that they allow you to trade. Now, in their defense of this, they allow you 10 contracts on the 50K account. I think that's the highest among any other prop firms. Bullinox may be number 2, Omnius with 7, but many others are only 5 or 3 anyways. So they're telling you can't access your 10 lots, minis, not micros, your 10 lots until you reach 52,600 on an end of day balance. Until
How many
then,
can you access?
Half, 5.
I mean, I'm good with that.
I'm good with that too. But you can say that nobody else has that contract scaling rule, but nobody else offers you 10 contracts. So I defend them on that. Now we're going to talk about
issue there.
Yeah, now we're going to talk about the sticky negative P&L rule, but I'm still going to defend it. Let's read it. The 30% negative profit and loss rule limits the loss a trader can incur on any single trade. It's a little vague for me. Providing a structured approach, blah, 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 blah. Under this rule, the live, unrealized, open, negative P&L cannot exceed 30% of the account's profit balance at the start. So let's break that apart. Let's take out the unrealized, open, negative P&L. That's an important thing. And cannot exceed 30% of the account's profit balance at the start. So step 1, take your account balance at the start. Let's make it 50,000. 50,000.
That's about $750.
Yeah, 30%. 10 is it 10%? Oh no, it's true. It's your 2,500. It's not the 50,000. It's your profit balance. Yeah, so 2,500 times 30%. That's exactly 250, 750. So your open negative P&L. That's an important distinction. An open negative P&L. If you go up 750 and then come down to break even, you're not triggering the 30% negative P&L rule. It has to be negative P&L, cannot exceed. It's not, you don't have negative. You go up 750 and then come down to $10, you still have no open negative P&L. Your open P&L is currently positive. So it really must be 750 under your entry. Unrealized.
So I'm seeing the negative P&L, but from my understanding, that's not saying that it has to be negative. It's saying that if you go up and you come back down.
Antonio. Way to go, Antonio. Yeah, we're doing a deep dive on Apex, Antonio. We're doing a deep dive. No, open negative P&L. Not trailing P&L, not trailing negative P&L. If I come up to you and you're sitting at my desk and I see a P&L of $10 on your trade, that is open positive P&L. Doesn't matter if you were positive 4,000 on this trade. It's still an open positive P&L, and they're clearly.
So it says definition: open trade losses cannot exceed 30% your accumulated profit balance.
Say that again.
There's on the 30% negative P&L rule definition. Open trade losses cannot exceed 30% your accumulated profit balance.
Yeah, losses, not trailing. So I will argue, I mean, sure, they can clarify this. They should clarify this maybe. But I think that open negative P&L, or what you said, it said losses, that's negative. So you cannot go minus $751 on an open trade on the 50K account, assuming you haven't accumulated any profits. If your account is at 60,000, that means you have a $10,000 profit balance in the account. Now your open negative P&L cannot exceed 3,000 because 30% of 10,000 is $3,000. So it does grow as your account balance grows, but it starts off at $750. And I did hear them discuss this. It's $750 or higher. It never goes below the $750. If you fall below, if you only have $1,000 left, it doesn't become, hey, Madman Antonio, are you watching the sell-off? No, we're missing the sell-off. No, we're covering Apex. We're taking a break from trading.
Not really a sell-off. I know over the break I've seen a lot of people talking about the market being manipulated and everything. We're only down 1.7% on the day. It's not really.
Wow.
It's not a black swan event.
Well,
I've seen one guy talking about the stocks are going to be halted. That's at 7%. We're not even a quarter. We're about a quarter of the way there. Back to the open profit and loss rule. Bullinox does not have that. So
yeah, no, Bullinox doesn't have that. That's a strict one. But again, I'm gonna defend it. I'm gonna defend it because that's decent. It's a huge sell-off. He's
huge
crazy.
Sell-off. Madman, it's a huge sell-off from the top. But I don't know if you've been on the stream, but I've been talking for weeks here. We've been in this range, and it came up to the top of the range and then went down to the bottom, breaking the bottom of the range. On the day, it's only minus 1.7%. That's not huge at all. From the top of the sell-off to the bottom, we're at about 1,000 points. That's a decent size. We've had similar ones in the same range. In fact, if we go back to Friday the 10th, we had one that's still bigger than the one we have right now. So, is it a sell-off? Yes. Is it a huge sell-off? I don't think so. I don't think it's any kind of black swan event I see other people talking about. And it was completely predictable. I've been talking about it on stream for days, if not weeks.
I had a dream last night it was going to happen. I had a prophecy.
All right, we got to stay on point. Sorry, Antonio, we got to stay on point.
Antonio, you know what? Exclamation mark giveaway sucks. From now on, we're going to make it exclamation mark jiggity. I like that better. That sounds like something Kramer would have came up with. Okay, so yes, the 30% negative P&L rule. Nobody else has it, but I'm still going to defend it because that's common sense. Almost spilled my coffee. Safe trading. You shouldn't be losing of your account in one trade. That's not sane. I don't even know if you should be risking. Doesn't matter whether I do it or not. That's not the point. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but you shouldn't be doing it. That is a lot of drawdown. 30% of your account on a trade. Seriously, if I had a private retail account, I told my wife we just lost 30% of our savings. I mean, that would be devastating. So these are large numbers. So I defend it.
Remember I was telling you that guy that won that championship and they was asking how much he risked? He said 30%.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just thought
Why is everyone typing giveaway? It doesn't even say giveaway in the scroll. There's no giveaway in the title. Where are you all getting this from?
It says it in the chat right there.
No, not in my chat. Oh, fucker. Who didn't change that?
Anyways, let me step in for a little bit here. The consistency rule for Apex, 30% max per day. Bullinox is 40%. So once again, you have better rules.
Bullinox is 40%. Yes.
Bullinox, no 30% loss rule. You don't have to worry about that. It's silly. It's not something traders should have to worry about. Trading difficult. We don't need all that.
But still,
Apex contract consistency. Like, really, you're going to tell me that my last trade was one contract, so my next trade has to be one contract?
No. Who's got the game? Apex doesn't have contract consistency.
Yes, they do.
I never heard it. Hold on.
I see it right there. Requires
Where?
consistent lot size, no sudden jumps. And he said before, when he talked about that, he said if you're trading like a 2 lot and you go to a 4 lot, that would be a big jump.
I never heard.
Bull and Ox, however, does not have any consistency rule on contract sizing. It's your trade. Take it how you want. Especially if you take a few losses. If you take a few losses in a row, it's just common sense to size down. Why would you tell someone not to size down
until I see that in writing? Until I see that in writing, I don't know if I'm a believer in that one. I've never seen that with Apex.
Contract scaling, we talked about that. I don't see that as an issue. Risk to reward rule. They have a 5-to-1. You can't risk more than 5 of what your profit's supposed to be on Apex.
On average.
Now, whether you should or not, I don't know. But I know Bull and Ox don't have that rule. You can set up your trade how you wish. Hedging, not allowed. You shouldn't be hedging anyways. It's silly. It's against CME rules. You can actually get in trouble for it, so don't do it.
Common sense.
News trading allowed. Apex and Bull and Ox. Automation allowed. Apex and Bull and Ox. Trailing drawdown. Yes, they all have. Unless you choose an end of day or a static account.
Maybe we'll sneak in one giveaway if we have time. What time are you good till? 2:30, 2:40?
Yeah, around there. So I want to try to move through this kind of quickly.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the go. You want to go
master accounts? Apex, you're allowed what, 20?
Yep. What a pro that is, eh? What an advantage that is. That's going to be.
That's the big one everybody likes. Bull and Ox, you can have up to 11. Now I'm gonna let Mike tell about the downside of that one if he wants.
Well, if we're going to talk about Bull and Ox and the 11 accounts, you have to get at least. Well, you start off with 3 max at the same time, and then you have to, as far as I understand, get at least one of them to your trailing drawdown threshold plus 100 on a 50K account. That would be 52,600. And then you can activate your 4th account. And I have no confirmation of this, but someone explained to me once you have 4 accounts, all of them now have to get to your trailing drawdown threshold in order to activate your 5th account. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea. I never got that high, so I can't tell you, but that's what someone told me. With Apex, you can have the 20 accounts instantly.
Payout consistency, Apex 30%, Bull and Ox 40%. DCA, Apex, I guess now they allow you to DCA a certain amount.
They allow you DCAing, yep.
Bull and Ox, they never had any kind of limit on it. Both Apex and Bull and Ox, as far as my knowledge, if you go past market close of 459, they will automatically exit you out the trade without harming your account, right? Now, that's important. Good.
Remember, a staunch defender of Apex. Hey, direct quote. Apex has a safeguard to automatically close both open positions and cancel pending orders attached to a position at 4:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Bull and Ox also does the same as far as I know. And this is important because a lot of the other prop firms, especially some of the newer ones, will violate you and take your account for that rule.
They'll violate you?
They'll take your account.
I don't want to be violated.
So, I mean, that's 2 things that they both do for their traders, and you don't have to worry about that. Especially if you forgot an order. It's not even a trade, but an order.
25,000. Your first 25,000 is 100% yours with Apex. Bull and Ox is 10% since we're comparing with 10,000 since we're comparing with Bull and Ox. Other firms I don't really know where this isn't a comparison with all other firms. You'd have to check. But I can again pretty much say that Apex is probably the highest at 25,000. That's per account. So that's 500,000 for 20 accounts. The first 500,000, 100% yours. After that, the profit split is on their website. At least I came 90%. It still says.
So both allow bots. So if you're a bot trader, you can trade with Apex. Neither one have the 15-second rule. So you don't have to worry about your trade being a scalp and being less than 15 seconds. And also Apex does not have the no break even rule. What a silly rule that is. I cannot believe that. So yes, there are some prop firms you're not allowed to go break even. What a silly rule.
Payouts, follow the rules, you get paid quickly. I think my fastest payout was maybe approved in 2 or 3 hours. I think I requested a payout at 6 p.m. By like 7:38, it was already approved, and the money was out of the account, the trading account. So it doesn't mean they're all that quick. Not all my payouts have been that quick, but that was my quickest one. And I personally have never been denied a payout because I follow the rules. Actually, I mean, there have been a couple accounts that, let's say, didn't follow the rules, like the 30% maximum loss there, but I ended up blowing the account, so it didn't go to payout. However, they do also say that it's true. That's something to bring up. That's important. The consequence of that 30% negative P&L. They don't close your account. Where was it over here?
You're saying that's a soft breach?
It's not even a breach. It's just something that they don't want you to do, and they're not going to. Where was it? I should have highlighted it. Yeah, it just said just don't do. Oh, here it is. If your drawdown momentarily exceeds 30%, but you act quickly to manage the situation, there won't be an automatic penalty. However, repeated or significant breaches could lead to warnings or account restrictions. So it doesn't even take your account away. It could lead to a warning, like don't do it again, show us how you're trading, or it could lead to a restriction. You can't take out a payout until until the next period where you show us you're not doing it again, and you can only ask for a payout. Let's say I'm making this up, but let's say on the additional profits you make from now till then, and then you have access to all your money. I know I've heard talk like that, so but I did want to bring that up also. Yeah, that's an important point. Okay, so 210, we'll keep it moving along. The pros. You want to hear my list of pros? I don't have a list of cons.
Yeah, and then I'll go over some of my recommendations for who should choose Apex or who should choose Bullinox, and go from
100% of the first 25,000. That's per account. That's a pro. I think we have them to thank for the 80 to 90% sales. That's a pro. 20 accounts instantly. That's a big positive. Fast payouts if you follow the rules. That's a positive. No daily loss limit on evals. That's a positive. You can't really say no. They say no daily loss limits. I think I read it. I can't say. Allegedly, they say no daily loss limits on the on the PAs, but the 30% negative P&L rule is basically a daily loss limit. It just doesn't shut you out. But I think at that point, a daily loss limit. I would prefer a daily loss limit that shuts you out rather than you letting me go through that, maybe even lose my account because I'm undisciplined. But if I don't lose my account, then you don't allow me access to a withdrawal. So I listed it as a pro, no daily loss limit, but now I'm thinking maybe it's a con because maybe they should have a daily loss limit and remove the 30% negative P&L. Other than that, DCA not allowed. Now allowed. And that safeguard at 4:59 p.m. where they close your trades and close your orders as well. At 4:59 p.m., I think that's a big pro. And I can tell you, yesterday I was trading an account with a firm. I won't mention which firm it was. And I was testing them, and they did not close my orders at 4:59 p.m. And I was short NQ. So go look at the chart and see what happened overnight. Basically, the account got steamrolled. I couldn't trade it, and they didn't close the order. They just locked me out. And in the morning, the account was a big middle finger to me. Yeah.
All right, so does that put me on the con list?
Sure.
All right, jump in. You probably know some more than I do. You don't have to stick to defending them. So cons. Look, the 2FA, I can't even get in my account. This is ridiculous. You're putting up a steel door to people to get into their account. What if something happens? You're trying to hurry up and get in your account to figure things out. You can't even get in. I don't have a single bank account that requires that. I don't have a single, my AMP Futures account doesn't require that. My other live futures trading accounts don't require that. Nobody requires that. It's ridiculous, and it's not a direction I think we should go, and I think it's ridiculous.
I'm wondering if they're all going to have to do that, kind of like Know Your Client, KYC, where you're going to have to submit identification. I'm thinking they might all have to go that way because of the new rules. I'm just saying.
Look, when I see real accounts have to start doing that, then I'll start believing it.
Mm.
Until then, I'm not believing that any prop firm has to do something that actual brokers don't have to do.
It's a theory. It's a theory I'm running with.
Another con, the sales they do, they tell you 90% off, but then if you have a reoccurring payment, it could be 50%, it could be 80%. So you really have to know what, if you're not going to pass that first month, what's the deal going to be the next month?
Not only that,
with Bullinox, many things that they do for the traders on the back end, and that's one of them. When they say a 91% discount, that's what you get every month, consistently. So, good job for Bullinox on that. Didn't really have a list of rules of cons for Apex, but just thinking of some more. A lot of denied payouts.
a lot of bad press regarding that, yeah. And
Once again, you don't hear many people saying they got denied on Bullinox.
No one can confirm either way who's right or wrong on those.
That's right, yeah. Other cons, I don't know, didn't really prepare for that one. Anything you could think of?
Apex, no, I think it's, I don't think changing the rules and making it harder to trade or harder to reach your payouts with consistency rules and
You actually just mentioned one on accident.
Yeah,
Apex does change their rules a lot, so you have to stay up constantly with the rules.
They all do, and they all don't notify you, and that stinks. That's a con for the entire industry, and that's wrong. They should send out an email.
I'm gonna give Mike a chance to tell everybody his biggest downfall rule on Bullinox.
No copy trading among mixing it between firms. You have to stay exclusive. For me, you have to stay exclusively with Bullinox if you're copy trading. You can't copy trade your Bullinox accounts and your Apex accounts at the same time, and you can't copy trade and lead with your Apex accounts and use your Bullinox accounts as a follower. I don't know if that's what you were thinking, but that definitely
as far as I know, you don't have that issue with Apex. I'm not sure, but that's not even the one I was thinking about, Mike. What about the 5-day rule with Bullinox?
The 5-day rule, yeah, that one too. The inactivity rule, 5 days. I actually got an email. It's been 5 days since you haven't traded your, what do they call it? The master account.
What'd they say?
And you have 2 days to trade it, or we're going to close it.
What was the part about you have abandoned this account?
Yeah, we'll consider your account abandoned. So yeah, I got that email. So yeah, well look, they all have, again, I did a couple of reviews. Every firm dips in the toilet of shitty rules. No firm is exclusive from not dipping in the toilet of shitty rules. That happens to be Bullinox.
So it's a Bullinox. Come on, Bullinox, you can fix this rule. We know you can. Apex, let's do something about that 2FA. Bullinox, let's do something about the 5-day rule. Let's get at least a 10. Maybe even 15.
Let's all switch to the daytraders.com format where you just pay the eval fee one time. It's not recurring on a monthly basis. I'm a fan of Top Step, definitely. I'm a fan
Madman
of Top
likes
Step.
Top Step. We'll
I
have to
trade
do a
with.
review. Maybe we'll do a review on them one of these days, and
Yep,
you can
I
come
trade.
tell us some of the things you like about it.
I trade with Top Step. I don't know if I have a favorite firm. I could probably say Apex is not my favorite firm. I think I could say that safely.
They used to be one of my top firms I like. Times have changed. I want to go over some of the recommendations real quick, and then we'll go from there. So who should choose Apex? If you're a scalper or a fast day trader. If your strategy produces smooth, consistent equity curves, you never take larger intraday drawdown. So for some of those people that are trying for 100-point moves, a different firm might be the better firm. If you don't widen your stops beyond a 5-to-1 risk to reward, and if you're comfortable with contract size consistency. I really don't understand that rule. What a crazy rule.
I don't know anybody that trades with a 5-to-1 or an inverted 5-to-1 stop minus $5,000 today. And I'm not me, it was me. We were actually watching someone's account getting decimated who trades for like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just go into that.
5-point take profit and 700-point stop loss. So yes, some people do it. So yeah, if you're one of those people, Apex is not for you. Maybe try daytraders.com. I don't know what to say. Okay, maybe let's try and sneak in the giveaway. So I just want to cover the current special. It's unheard of, $40 for the activation fee, and it's 80% off first month on all evaluations. Just be aware. Don't let that renew, because renews at 50%, and that's going to be a big slap in the face. 1 day to pass, $70 on resets. And the important things to keep in mind: the 1 day to pass and the reset pricing is not just for accounts you purchase now. It's for accounts that you previously owned. Same thing for the $40 PA, right? I just want to confirm that. Lifetime PA discount can be used on existing evaluations and evaluations purchased from the sale. So that's that. But after the sale ends, all accounts go to regular PA fees, and this $40 lifetime PA is only valid until the 24th midnight. So I don't know what the date is today, the 20th, 21st. But just keep that in mind. You got a few days left if you want to take advantage of that. And that's about it for Apex. That's all I got. I would give them out of 5. We're not going to do a Siskel and Ebert 2 thumbs up. Out of 5, I give them a 4, 4.5. I'm sorry. I know that's, I'd give them a 4, 4.5. I have no reason not to give them lower than that.
For me, I got to take 1 point just for the 2FA. Sorry. To me, that's a big thing.
We're down to 4.
Nah.
A lukewarm 3.7.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm thinking somewhere around a 3.
60%. Lukewarm. I like 37. That's 74%. That's not bad.
I mean, the 2FA. To me, that's a big negative. I mean, the some of the other things to me, it's like a 3, 2.8.
Oh, he's going lower. We better end it.
That's what I said before.
2.5.
What I said before. I called a 3 just for you. I know you like it.
You wait.
I'm not
wait till we do Bull and Ox. I'm
not against them. To me, that's like a 5 out of 10. So I'm not against them. They're just kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
There are a lot worse firms, and I think there are a lot of better ones coming out. Yep. I think there's a lot of good stuff out there. So,
well, wait. Let me do some deep thinking. What makes a firm better? Are they better just because they have deeper discounts, or they don't, or their pricing is better? Sometimes you have to think deeper than that, because maybe you got to look under the hood, and there's some things that, even though you paid less, or you didn't have to.
I try to consider all that.
Yeah. because me, when I just now, when you said it, I was thinking pricing only, but no, it's not only pricing, because I don't think they're competing on pricing anymore, Apex, in my opinion. It's 80% most of the time now. I don't know. I'm spoiled. I'm used to their 90% off sales, and I get 90% off with Bullinox, and it's recurring. So
to me, Bullinox is very similar, and without all the negatives.
Yeah. What did I say? What did I give them?
4.5 or something.
4.5. Wait, I'm going to knock off some points. I'm going to bring it down to 4.1. Sorry, Apex. Wealth charts. Maybe if I wasn't with wealth charts, I would have stayed at 4.5. But that wealth charts, that makes me just want to pull my short hair out. And when I mean my short hairs, I don't mean the ones on my head. So,
yeah. Once again, for me, I'm saying around a 3. I'm not going to go as far as to say that they're untradable. I know a lot of people like them. I wouldn't say that. I think if you follow the rules that change daily, then you can do good. A lot of people like the multiple accounts. A lot of people like the discounts. And Apex has been around a long time, and they've done good with people. So,
they've done good with me. Never denied any of my payments.
For me, I would much rather just go to Bullinox because they're similar and a lot less issues. So that's why I say around a 3.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. That's a like I said, if it was a 1 out of 10, that'd be like a 5 or 5.2 or something.
Want to run a special giveaway qualifier for Madman Antonio and anyone else who's lurking? If you want to type in ! giveaway or
so the question is do you want that in the video, or do you want to put it at the end to be able to cut it off? Any final thoughts? Or that was the final thoughts?
No, I mean, the bonus round was just talking about the specials, and the other thing I did want to bring up is there is another company that might be coming out with an opportunity to actually get paid a salary, even if you're in drawdown. So I think that might be the next company we discuss next Tuesday. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Omnius about it, but keep checking our thumbnails or check in on the live stream, and we'll let you know. But that's a very interesting situation where you can get a small salary, not a huge salary, a small salary, but still, at least you get paid, as you're trading the funded accounts.
All right. Well, for me to just wrap it up, I wouldn't say don't trade Apex. I think they're a decent company. I put them somewhere in the middle, and would like to one day maybe get a ranking board out or something of different prop firms. Yeah. Which ones we rank higher.
Yeah.
But for now, I put Apex somewhere in the middle. I think they could improve some of their rules and definitely be moved up. But I got them somewhere in the middle.
There is a ranking board, but it is subjective. I think it depends on your experiences. And look, sometimes I mentioned you got to go with a firm that suits your needs. For me, the 15-second rule on MFFU is a deal breaker for Joker trades. It's not a deal breaker for Mike Stunts. It's not a deal breaker because they take trades from my boy. It's not a deal breaker. Their trades last 40 minutes, so they see a 15-second restriction, and it's a non-issue. But for me, it is an issue because I'm scalping for 7 points, and sometimes on today's volatility, 7 points takes how long to hit? 1.2 seconds?
I had one the other day that ended as soon as it took it, right?
Yeah. So what do I got to do? I got to pull out my stopwatch, and I got to start counting down another 14 seconds. By the time 14 seconds, the average range on the 1 minute candles was almost 50 points today when I was looking. If I have to count down 15 seconds, I could be down 40 points by the time my 15 seconds passes. So it is subjective also. It depends on who you are and how you trade. You all have to choose a company that suits your needs. That's
for anybody that's interested in Apex. I don't have a code. Use Mike's code. Mike's your code?
Floor. FLOOR.
Code floor.
OOR.
And it's one more jab to Apex to punch them in the gut. I don't have a code because they ended my affiliate program and ran off with all the money. So another reason I'm biased against Apex. They're good at doing that, ain't they?
And just saying, because I always defend them, all the money that was left in his balance, they put in my account as a thank you. No, I'm just joking. That's not true. Okay, who do we got? Quick, we're running out of time. Madman Antonio, you're still there? Give me a thumbs up. Antonio, you still there? Give me a thumbs up. Whoever's around, you got a private giveaway game round going for you on tomorrow morning's giveaway game. It's a qualification. If you win, if you're able to fall into the winner's pit, you qualify for tomorrow's final game where the winner gets a 50K Bullinox account, believe it or not. Let me get a window capture. Okay, Chrome, there we go. Let's get it. We're pretty much full screen. Let's get it full screen, cover up our faces there. And just change a couple of things. Madman Antonio, you're not there. Anybody else lurking? Let us know. Same thing on Omnius, check your chat. Let me know, because I'm not checking it. In the meantime, I'm just going to change the settings.
Guys, y'all want to enter the giveaway game for a chance on Friday to win free account? Today we're doing qualifiers. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a giveaway out of the qualifiers for a free account. So if you want to enter, just put exclamation mark game or something like that.
That was no good. Giveaway. Jiggity. Exclamation mark jiggity.
You even spelled jiggity.
Well, Madman Antonio spelled it Giggady.
I didn't see that word.
Okay. Well, Madman Antonio, so far you're the only one. You're going to get to play alone. But you still got to make it into the winner's pit. Jiggity. Nobody else is opening their mouth. You get nothing. Nothing. Madman Antonio, save and apply. You know what? I like Madman. We're just going to go with Madman. Madman, save and apply.
I wasn't too hard on Apex, was I?
You were good. Save and apply. Well, we're going to increase the speed a little bit. If you fly off the board accidentally, because I'm increasing the speed so we don't stay here all day long, because you do have to get through that resistance wall, and you're on your own. You don't have help. So, Omnius, you got nobody on your side?
No, nobody wants to join.
Better for you, Madman. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Could maybe put in a market maker.
Let him go on his own. You got to break through the wall. That one's white. After white, they clear out. Just to let you know, and then you can get to the right side of the board and access. You got to break through the resistance. Oh, ouch. That was quick. Give him a second chance. I'm going to win. Give him a second chance. One more.
You got to put in at least a market maker.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay, we'll give him a third chance. We'll give him 3 chances. We'll give him 3 chances. He's flirting with the stop out already. We'll give him 3 chances, and then in the meantime, I'll put in a market maker for the next one. Market maker. MM1. MM, good enough for market maker. Come on, let's break through. Usually when you play on your own, you break through the top. I'm just saying from experience. We have given. See that top brick there? That's the brick that they get through. And once you get through the top brick, if you can, you're on the right side with a wall protecting you from crossing back over. You're golden. Madman, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, we're going to give you one more. But now you're playing against the market maker who's going to make your job even harder. Anybody? 30 seconds. I'm watching the clock. You have 30 seconds to type in exclamation mark jiggity or exclamation mark madman or exclamation mark, I don't know, anything. There's 10 seconds left. Omnius, check your chat. And then Antonio gets his third try, but this time with a market maker. Now his job's even harder, but not really harder, because you have a market maker helping you tear down the bricks. There we go. You're all too late. Madman versus a market maker. Market maker runs interference. He chases you. Go get him, market maker. Push him into the stop loss pit.
Madman's gonna push the market maker. Seeking revenge.
Madman, it just ain't working out for you today.
Oh my goodness.
That's like best out of 5. I don't know. Do we make it best out of 7? How many times can I let him try? Okay.
All right, but if you're gonna try one more time, you gotta add another market maker.
Yeah, we're adding a market maker. Add player, save and apply. There we go. One more. This is it. Madman, I can't give you any more than this. Any more than this, you have to pay me. Now you're fighting 2 market makers.
All you gotta do is shove them into the stop out pit.
Well, yeah, nobody's gotten off onto the right side. Yeah, but then you got to make it to the right side. Oh shit! You hit the wall of the stop out pit. That was close.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was close. Maybe that's a sign of good things to come. There we go. We have an opening, Madman. Top of the wall. Oh, hit the wall again. I'm squeezing my butt cheeks for you. Okay, we tried. We really tried. All the marbles? You're not going to make it against all the marbles, Madman, but we're going to do that. We can have 12 players. If you can make it through 12 players, you got to go. No, come on.
What is 12? It is 12:30. I mean 2:30.
Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Save and apply. Go. There's no way you win this. You got 11. You got 11 market makers working against you.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, Madman, you stopped it already. Okay, goodbye. Guys, thanks for hanging out.
Madman, show up tomorrow or try again.
And do not trade today.
No more trades for you today.
Okay, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna say goodbye quickly. Appreciate it. I'll be streaming again at 6:45 tonight. It will be a giveaway for an account. It's not a qualifier. We may run a qualifier early, but tonight there is a giveaway for an account. That's with Taurus Arena. Thanks for hanging out, Omnius.
Appreciate you guys. If you're watching this in the future and you want to come hang out with us, find our channels at Futures Floor and Omnius Trades. We play the giveaway game to try to do giveaways, get back to the community. We're trying to grow a community of traders to work together and beat the market makers.
Yeah, and sometimes we aggravate each other.
Sometimes
we do.
Wait, sometimes? Sometimes?
Okay, most of the time.
I appreciate you guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Later.